Yeah, and good morning. Still dragging that infection around. Woke up pretty coughy, sniffly, etc., etc. Oh, it's lingering. Now, you could probably hear it. It's lightened up a bit right now, but it's going to be a rainy day. It has been raining this morning. It will continue to rain throughout the day and throughout the night. So it's a good day to be encamped at a caravan park, as far as I'm concerned, on a planned rest and recovery day. I have scampered to the camp kitchen very briefly to make my coffee. I found my Nintendo 3DS travel coffee cup thing with the silicone lid. Still too hot and needs sweetener. But yeah, I'm all set. I've got food, I've got fresh rolls, I've got Oreos for a snack, which I picked up at the supermarket yesterday. Double stuff dark chocolate mud cake Oreos. Never had those. We'll do a little mini review on those, I guess, later. I've got my juice boxes. I've got my mineral hydration and vitamin booster stuff for my water. I've got my ROG Ally still downloading Outer Worlds 2. It's just about to reach 69%. Lol. Very, very slow downloading overnight, as it turns out, on the Wi-Fi. I don't think we ever broke 1 megabit per second, but it's fine. The game's not even out yet. It can tick away there all day. It's fine. I've got Voyager up on the laptop, which is what I fell asleep to last night and woke up to this morning, and will continue watching throughout today, I imagine. One really nice thing about the rain is because it's going to be raining all day and overcast all day, it's going to be cool all day, which means at no point am I expecting to be roasting in the back of the van, like I have done many afternoons, certainly the last couple, spent at a caravan park recovering from the cold and whatnot, or initially recovering from the cold. Haven't recovered yet. At some point today I'll try to redo the re-window curtain thing with the new room darkening curtain that I got. Was that in yesterday's video or the day before? I think it was in yesterday's video. For like $15 at the hardware store. So we'll give that a go, but for right now, just me and my coffee, Voyager, and breakfast. And a day do. Try and let myself decompress, because yeah, I am carrying a tremendous amount of anxiety and stress, and everything feels tight in the shoulders. So today we're going to focus on not focusing and just try and let my body unclench. So I'll check in periodically. We'll do the snack review, I guess, at some point. A day of rest and relaxation and recovery. And a fourth R word to complete the alliteration. Nope, I got nothing. Any suggestions? Not what I would call flavour rich, but it tastes vaguely bolognese. Ravioli is extraordinarily mushy, of course. It's been sitting in a pouch and just been microwaved, so not great, but perfectly edible. I think I will go ahead and add some smoked paprika and some black pepper, though, just to bring it alive a bit. And with those additions, slightly better. Alright, down you go. Down you go. Okay, so Out of Worlds is very nearly done. Literally just minutes to go after almost, actually probably more than 24 hours total. Downloading, I guess, very slowly over this campsite Wi-Fi, but it's getting done. Hopefully overnight there'll be enough time to download the patches for a couple of other games like Fallout 76 and Monster Hunter, just in case. Might as well try. Anyway, dinner was acceptable. Now it's time to try dessert. Oreo, double stuff, dark choc mud cake, which is an Oreo flavour I've never had. Never even seen before. They do this pretty often. They do little stunt flavours. Did you ever try the Coke flavoured one? They made a Coca-Cola flavoured Oreo at one point. It was fucking vile. Almost maybe wretch. But these, I mean, chocolate Oreo, chocolate filling, chocolate mud cake, yum, yum, yum. What could possibly go wrong? So, oh, very little pressure holding them together. Oh, it smells very rich. It's gritty. The filling is gritty. I suppose to try and give a cakey type texture. You know, sponge cake, which are not traditionally gritty, but you know what I mean. They're not, you know, creamy, smooth either. Oh, download's done. Hopefully these are still half price when I go back to the shops next, because that's why I bought them, because they're half price. That's really quite pleasant. Well, I will slowly devour those. Slowly. As I settle down tonight. Put the a Velcro thing up above the back window for the new curtain. Haven't hung it up yet because I want to give the glue time to cure properly. The Velcro stuff, same Velcro stuff I used at the front. Self-adhesive, you know, ultra strong, whatever. But I found with that one that I needed to also dabble a bit of super glue on to help it. Just the materials in this car and whatever someone cleaned them with, I think, just makes them extra slippery. So I'm just letting that cyanoacrylate, or super glue if you like, cure. Should be more than done by now, but we'll see. And yeah, watched a bunch of Voyager. That's me, you know. I did pretty much what I said I was going to do today. But ROG Ally, or rather steam running on the ROG Ally, made that little beep beep noise, which means it's finished the install. Now, the code I got for this, supplied by Xbox, hashtag code supplied by Xbox, or something I need to, when I make real content, there's a thing I have to say. It did say it was for reviewers, so I don't know whether that includes the same early access that some reviewers have. I'm about to find out. Apparently I have the art book and soundtrack included in this. Nice. Let's just always launch the game when I choose to launch the game, please, Steam. Okay, running install script. Tell you what, we'll be back in a sec once this is done. Hey, hey, hey. Here comes, here comes, here comes. Oh, it's got to generate the shaders first. That usually takes a minute. We'll be back in a sec. Still going. You want a juice box while we wait? Orange and mango. It doesn't really taste strongly of either fruit. It tastes vaguely of a fruit punch style thing, you know, fruit flavored. Although, you know what? You can definitely tell there's mango in there. I was being a bit unkind. It's not delicious mango, but it's like, yeah, that's mango. I'll fade down with the shaders. Another couple of minutes. It's just good to hear that menu music again. Although it's a new version of the classic menu music. It's been a bit orchestrated up. More budget, I suppose. I'd sing along, but my throat, you know. Plus, I can't sing for shit. Yay! Shaders are done. What's next? Photosensitivity morning. Game uses autosave feature. Appropriate gamma. Alright, for right now, we're just going to leave all the settings on whatever the default is. I'm going to start a new game. I don't know whether this is pre-rendered or not, but it's running at 60.
Space anomalies? The planning system is down.
The vents are a little hot where I was grabbing it.
Get a hold of yourself. You're an Earth Directorate agent. Affirmative, Commander.
Alright, we're going to...
What are the orders?
Just going to skip past that so I can get to actual gameplay so I can really quickly check the performance. We'll have to set up a character first. Alright, well, just give me a sec. I went through the character creation thing, just selecting random stuff. Got on my spaceship, which is where you start. Just absolute default settings, 45 frames a second. Not too bad. I'm in turbo mode, 30 watt mode. That was at 1080p as well. It was running a temporal anti-aliasing upscaling by default. I went to change that to AMD's FSR 4, which this game supports. First game I played that supports that, actually. And it crashed. So I'm just going to restart. Okay, this time it let me change the upscaling method without crashing. And we instantly went up to 53 frames a second. So yeah, FSR 4 doing its job there. Obviously a lot more fine tuning to go before we get somewhere with this, and I need to go down to our planet where it's more complex. But yeah, for right now, just sitting on the bridge of the ship, moving around. Oh, I've got to turn off the motion blur as well. Yeah, it actually runs quite nicely on first blush. So even if it does get more difficult to run down on a planet, there's plenty of stuff I can fiddle with. These are all default settings right off the bat. So that's very, very encouraging. Very, very encouraging. I expected to have to fight with it a little bit harder to get it to run, considering what its recommended specs are. I do wish I still had my proper gaming rig though set up, because it's got ray tracing built into it, and I always do appreciate ray tracing's ability to deliver more realistic lighting and avoid some of the more distracting crap that comes with the other lighting techniques. Screen space reflections and stuff, cutting off when nothing's on screen, all that kind of stuff. I prefer ray tracing if I can run it, but obviously probably won't be running it. I mean, this can run this does have ray tracing cores, and I've run Cyberpunk with ray tracing on this thing, but it often comes with a lot of compromises, so I'll have a bit of a play, and hopefully we'll have some videos out about what settings I came down on. But all I wanted to do now was show you that it runs, and it runs basically perfectly acceptably right out of the gate with default settings. 1080p, FSR 4 on balanced, which means internally it's running at 720p probably, if I remember. Balanced is half, whatever. But yeah, more fine tuning so I can run this at a lower power mode so it stays cooler and quieter in my hand. I'm going to try and get it to run at the 18 watt mode, which is the preference. It's the best balance between power and heat and battery life and all that sort of stuff. So for now though, for now, that's a sign off. That's everything for today. Not a very exciting video, I know. It wasn't supposed to be. It was a rest day, and I enjoyed my rest day very much. Just rest and Voyager. So yeah, tomorrow, back into Ballarat. Probably do some laundry tomorrow as well. I'm out of my preferred shirt, as you can tell. I'm wearing the regular t-shirt, not my Henleys. So I need to do some laundry, an inspection in the afternoon, and again, maybe if I'm really, really lucky, I will get an email about one of the other places I've applied for previously, and they'll say, "Yeah, you got a place," and I'll go, "Yay!" And I can stop accumulating stress out on the road. At least I'll accumulate old-fashioned stress in a house or an apartment, flat. So, thank you to everyone who's been active in the support with the PayPal, the Super Chats, Patreon, and thank you to the other forms of support in the terms of likes and comments. Yesterday's video, very few comments. I think the algorithm drowned it a little bit because I used the word racism in the thumbnail or something. I don't know. YouTube is a mystery. whatever. Thank you anyway. Bye.